It's a wet and wild Thursday. Boy, did we get some rain this morning. I don't know. I like it. I think it's breaking up this humidity, obviously.
Yeah, you would not like it if your dog was not stressed out during the storms.
Hello. We have one that barely, she can't have anything right now. She can't get wet. She can't move. She has to just keep her on ice. God bless Birdie. She's doing good. Hey, big shout out to Book Club from last night.
Oh, yeah, it was good, huh?
At Hillary Chicago Pizza. Yeah, we had 10 people. That was awesome for us. Usually we're about 5 or 6, but this was nice. We had a wonderful time.
I heard
Tracy and Sean were our new attendees last night.
I heard Flashes and Brilliance, Stephanie did something really, really cool.
She was amazing. Big shout out to Stephanie Robinson. She showed up, didn't tell anybody, and with all the fun, we did like a little drawing for some jewelry because our book was about jewelry. Yeah, it was a really, really cool thing.
Cool.
But good morning, Sunnies. Welcome back to the brightest corner of the Sunnyverse, coming to you live from the ancient city on this terrific Thursday. We are one sleep away from the weekend. The coffee's hot. The AC is earning her paycheck today, honey. And you wonderful people chose to spend a little slice of your morning right here with us. Excellent instincts as always, Sunnies. Today's show is absolutely overflowing with inspiration. Every single story I'm really excited to get into. But before we do, I'm going to turn it over to the queen of the Sunny snack scene, Mel. What are we snacking on?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Nothing yet.
I got your pills.
Yes.
We have these mini M&Ms, and we pretend they're pills.
We pretend they're our pills.
Take your pills.
We've now become 7 years old.
That's right. That's right.
But today, the sundial is decadent, you guys. It's National Cheesecake Day. I freaking love a cheesecake.
Ooh.
And I take this holiday very seriously. Plus, it's an International Day of Friendship.
Oh, nice.
So text somebody you love or send them a bunch of random memes that are really funny but slightly dark.
That's still a form of love. That's a currency.
Details by Dean is bringing Henry Ford, a mind-swept literary legend, and a great unsolved mystery of Jimmy Hoffa.
Ooh, we have a super special guest today
in
studio,
so
the
excited.
Wonderful Kaitlyn Warrell. I cannot wait to show you the wonderful world that she's created with acting and theater. She's such a gifted young actress. Just graduated out of St. Augustine High and moving on to Chicago, and we're going to give her a blessing fleet
I want
like
her
you've
to
ever
be
seen.
my kid.
I know, amazing lady.
She's amazing. But she totally is a future star. And close to home, Sunnies, we've got 2 local stories, plus big changes coming to downtown tours and carriages. And can't miss events, the Epic Recovery Fair. Shout out my girl Sydney.
Yeah, very cool.
And a musical night art market on the beach.
Art market.
Art
market. Sounds like Hot Pocket, right? I've got a story about an announcer. And he needed a kidney, and you'll hear this inspiring story that's coming up. And then Maria sent over this incredible story about a little boy from who started Oxford at the age of 6.
These kids, I'm so sick of these smart kids.
I hope we have time to get to that because that's a
Meanwhile,
really good story.
At 6 years old, I was like putting glue on my hand and peeling it off.
I know, right? I was the dog when we played house.
And it's the good kind of tears, Sunny, so do not touch that dial before my segment because the burn book is coming out. We added 2 new entries this morning.
Yep.
Today, the burn book turns 40. We're on number 41 today,
That's
guys.
Right. Guys, this show is fierce.
It's fresh.
It's Sunny TV. And now a quick word from our title sponsors, the Bailey Group and Steve Chapman's All-American Air.
Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All-American Air Conditioning, voted best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
I have to shout them sometimes. All right, market. Let's get into the weather report.
Oh my God.
Market.
Is anybody else sick of this weather? or
Good
just
morning,
me?
Nicole.
Hey. So, guys, today it's going to storm on and off all day long. It's going to be a high of 92, but it's going to feel like 105.
Oh, my God.
But the UV index is down to 7.0, so instead of extreme, it's just high.
Okay.
It's just high. And winds
That's a kite.
winds are coming in southwest at 10 miles per hour with wind gusts at 18 miles per hour. And tonight it's going to drop down to 76, but it's going to feel 84. And shocker, humid.
Yeah, shocker.
Just in case you didn't know, it's humid out. Let's do some details by Dean, my friends.
Detailsbydean.com.
All right, so here we go. Grab your fork, loosen your belt, because it's National Cheesecake Day. My mother makes the best cheesecake.
One of the greatest desserts ever, Sonnies. And
Yes.
here's a slice of history that you're going to love, Maria, since you love cheesecake. Cheesecake is ancient. We're talking all the way back to ancient Greece, where they actually served it to the athletes during the very first Olympic Games. That's right. Cheesecake was the original power food back in the day. The version that we know and love got perfected in New York City after cream cheese came along in the 1870s. So today, Sonnies, a little slice of cheesecake is an indulgence. It's an Olympic tradition.
So do it.
Yeah.
All the live long day. And it's also International Day of Friendship.
A day right after the Sunnyverse's own heart, Sonnies. The United Nations created this day to promote peace and understanding, harmony and understanding.
I was just thinking that.
Through the simple, powerful gift of friendship. Because at the end of the day, that's what holds this world together, right? It is. It's true. Love and friendship hold this world together. Yeah,
Sarah
I believe
Cheshire.
it. We're going to name it and claim it.
Sarah Cheshire, I agree. She said the gates of hell are propped open, apparently, because of the weather.
And it's the truth. My God. It's
Oh,
the
Sarah, my mom can make you a cheesecake. Mom, make one for Sarah.
delicious.
But notable birthdays.
She's going
Oh,
to be...
wait. In honor of book club yesterday, I forgot, it's also National Paperback Book Day.
Oh,
Paperback
very
writer.
nice. Now, okay, that's a big holiday for book lovers. The humble paperback changed everything. It made books affordable and put great stories into the hands of millions and everyday folks who could never have afforded them before. Mysteries, romance, adventures, erotica, all of it right in your back pocket. So today's the perfect day to pick up an old favorite or discover something brand new, like our new book club book that we announced yesterday. We're reading Cher's autobiography.
Oh, I'm going to read this.
Very, very excited about
correction.
this.
I'm going to Audible book it.
Good, because it's her and some famous actress. Ashim, if you're in comments, who's narrating the Audible? I forget. But I know Cher's on the Audible, which is awesome. I want to see that. Yeah.
Yes. But notable birthdays, born on this day in 1863, the man who put America on wheels, Mr. Henry Ford.
Henry Ford founded the Ford Motor Company and pioneered the moving assembly line. And in doing so, he made automobiles affordable for everyday American families for the very first time. Before Ford, a car was a rich man's toy. After Ford, it was something a working family could own and drive. He didn't just build cars, Sonnies. He changed how the whole world lives, works, and travels. And you'll hear echoes of that later in the show.
So much fun. And happy birthday to a literary legend, Emily, is it Bronte?
Bronte, great
Bronte,
job.
born in 1818.
Right. She wrote the incredible Wuthering Heights. If you know, you know. It's actually...
I read it in high school.
Well, there's a great movie, and Charlie
Well-
XCX did the movie soundtrack.
Well,
Hey, girl,
I didn't
hey.
really read it. I did Cliff Notes.
It's a great story about, love and entanglement, and yeah, it's... the movie was different than the book because the movie, the affair happens with the two Heathcliff, and I forget her name, Little Miss No Talent.
Anyway.
And then all of a sudden, in the book, it was more about the kids getting together. Anyway, at
That's
length.
great. Happy birthday to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I'll be back. All right, Arnold came into
All
this
right.
country from Austria, almost nothing, and became the greatest bodybuilder in the world. And one of the biggest action movie stars on the planet, the Terminator, the Predator, you name it. And he went on to be the governor of California. Bodybuilder, movie star, businessman, governor. If that's not an American dream, dream in action, Sonnies. I don't know what it is. I'll be back.
And on this day in 1718, America lost one of its founding visionaries, William Penn.
Oh my God, my sister's high school. She went to William Penn High School.
Oh, very fun.
William Penn founded the colony of Pennsylvania, not the girl's name, Pennsylvania. And he built it out on an idea that it was radical for this time: religious freedom and tolerance for all. He called it his holy experiment, and those very ideals, from freedom of belief, fairness, welcoming to those who are different, went on to shape the foundation of our entire country. A good, principled man whose vision still echoes in who we are today. And they named a high school after him that my sister went to.
That's amazing. And then in 2007, we also remember the brilliant filmmaker Ingmar Bergman.
Oh, you did it. A giant world of cinema, Sonnies. Ingmar Bergman was a Swedish director whose deep, thoughtful, soul-searching films explored the biggest questions we still carry about faith, love, and what it means to be human. Movies like The Seventh Seal are still considered some of the greatest ever made. He is a reminder that film, at its very best, isn't just entertainment, it helps us understand ourselves.
And in 1965, a landmark day for American healthcare, Medicare and Medicaid were signed into law.
Yeah, that's when hot stuff President Lyndon B. Johnson signed Medicare and Medicaid
Hot
into
stuff,
law.
baby, this evening.
Yeah, I'm talking about Lyndon B. Johnson. Lyndon signed it into law.
Medicare and Medicaid. Yeah. Oh my God, and that's enough of that.
All
And
right.
last
Oh,
one.
crap, we got to do that one.
Yes. And here's a real head scratcher, David. In 1975, one of America, that was not a good segue. One of America's greatest mystery begins when Jimmy Hoffa vanished.
Where is Jimmy Hoffa?
I think he's buried in Steelers Stadium.
I think
right?
Barbara Jean knows exactly where Jimmy Hoffa is. Give it up, sister. We need to know where Jimmy Hoffa was. Remember? Oh, no, that was Al Capone. I was thinking
CIA.
Geraldo as to when he was. Yeah, but where is Jimmy Hoffa?
I heard he was in the end zone of the Steelers Stadium.
Oh, my goodness.
Now it's time to...
Local music report. Strum it, drum it, hum it down. Sonny, it's time for the local music report to make you proud on this Thursday, July 30th. We got the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Craig Smith at Bin 39 Wine Bar at 1. Sean Ryan, La Cocina at 1. Sage Tranell, Marsh Creek Country Club. That's going to be a fun one at 4 o'clock. John Q, Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Vinny Jacobs, Hurricane Grill and Wings at 5. Hudson Vance at Beaches Volano at 5 o'clock. Russ De Filipis at A1A Asian Kitchen, 5:30. Vernon Spanish Guitar, Casa Divino, 5:30. The world famous, the one, the only, Zaza Flamenca at the Hilton St. Augustine Historic Bayfront at 5:30. Ooh, concerts in the Plaza tonight is the world famous, legendary Shayla Nelson. Going to be at the Plaza. You got to watch that rain or shine, 6 o'clock. I mean, she's going to be jamming out no matter what. I know her. Shyla Macaluso, 17 King at 6 o'clock. Joe Lee at Michael's at 6. Colin Costco, Pesca Volano at 6. Fawn Kaiser, Harry Seafood Bar and Grill at 6. Reggie Starrett, Salt Life Food Shack. Waylon, the band at Colonial Oak Music Park. Jim actually likes this band. 7 o'clock.
He does.
Augie Style at Tradewinds Lounge at 9. That's going to be some great expectations for those local musicians. Dink!
People are looking for a company, I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
Circle back. I'll talk about that later. All right, Sonnies. We have a truly special artist in the studio today. She just graduated from St. Augustine High School. She's beloved by so many in this community, and she's immensely gifted actress, and she is about to chase her dream all the way to Chicago. Some of you know her, but some of you who don't, you're about to. Get ready to please welcome Kaitlyn Warrell to the show. Hi, Kate.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, graduation. How do you feel?
I feel amazing.
Yeah?
I'm so happy.
Because I didn't really know how you would feel because you were so connected to, SJCCA, which is St. Johns County Center of the Arts. You've been there forever, and so many beautiful performances. Was it hard to kind of pass the baton to the ensemble coming up?
I mean, it was so hard. I love that school. I love that department. I love everyone who was involved with that program. I mean, they are all just so gifted and so talented, and I mean, I'm so thankful that they trusted me
Yeah.
my senior year to lead them. But I'm so thankful that I can move on now and go somewhere else.
And go after your dreams. Before we get into the whole Chicago element, I want to hear how you got into theater. Was that something that you were born into, or is that something that you chose for yourself?
Yeah, I actually started in elementary school because my best friend was in like this little drama kids club.
Okay.
And I wanted to be closer to her, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna join drama kids and I'm just gonna see what happens. And I ended up falling in love with it. I mean, I did not think at that point that I would be doing it for the rest of my life. But at that point I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, but there's highs and lows in theater, you know, especially when you're going out for a role that you don't necessarily get. I mean,
Yeah.
I was a theater kid too. I studied theater over in Michigan, and I think it was Romeo and Juliet, and it was an audition. And you know, I wanted something like a real chunky role, and I ended up getting like Petruchio, who was like holding up the curtain in the back of the stage. But you got to take the highs and the lows, is what I'm trying to get at, right?
100%, yes.
So let's talk about auditioning and the different roles that you've done. Have you ever done a role that you weren't sure of, but then it turned into something fantastic?
Yeah, I think, honestly, The Diviners, I did it at Limelight, and there was a role, her name was Darlene Henshaw. So it was a very dark show, about this young boy who ends up drowning at the end. I mean, it was very dark.
Yeah.
But I got to be like the comedic relief in that show.
Okay.
And it was, I mean, I think that is the moment when I knew I would do it for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Because it put you out of your comfort zone.
Correct. And I was like, okay, I'm loving this. And then, I mean, from then on, people knew me, okay, she's going to be the comedy
Yeah.
queen that everyone knows and loves. But yeah, like that show really brought me into my element.
Do you-
I didn't realize, yeah.
Go ahead.
So with all the different roles you've done, and you are phenomenally talented, and I
Thank
wish you
you.
were my kid. You're amazing, Mom. If you're gonna love this little girl. But what is your favorite? Do you have a favorite role that you've done? I mean, we saw you in 6, and girl,
That was fun.
we were
That was
dancing
so
and
much
singing.
fun.
But do you have a favorite?
Okay, like there are two. There's a straight play one and a musical one. I loved playing Amalia Balish in She Loves Me.
Yep.
That's like the quintessential like soprano role. She was so fun and quirky and like always mad, but always like you fell in love with her at the end. I
Yes.
mean, I loved
So
that
she's
role.
kind of me.
Yeah,
Basically.
love it.
Did she have a Does she have a burn book?
Yeah.
Exactly, but that role, and then I loved. There's a Whitney in World Builders, so
Yeah.
that play was about 2 patients on a drug trial to rid them of their schizoid personality disorder, fantasy worlds that they've created in their heads, and that was incredibly hard. I mean, 2
Yeah.
people on stage the whole time.
Right.
Me and my friend Elijah were the patients, and I mean, we had a blast learning so much about the worlds that they create and about ourselves. Honestly, it was really beautiful.
So let's get into character development then. I mean, you brought it up. You're talking to some heavy topics. How do you get into each character? Is it a lot of research that goes into that, and then you kind of just pace yourself on trying to find the elements? How do you get into these characters?
Yeah, so first you sort of do your actor paperwork. So that's like circling punctuation in your script, looking at the structure analysis, like where's that climax within, whether that's the whole show, a scene, or even a monologue, like has some type of structure. And then I create like playlists for a lot of characters
Cool.
to sort of
Fun.
just get into the mindset of, okay, what would this character listen to? I mean, they're a person.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
They're an everyday person just like me. So
It's
what
like
would
their
they
culture,
listen to?
right? Yeah.
Exactly. And then there have been some roles where we do something called vulnerability rehearsals. So we really dig deep into ourselves to be able to attach some type of relatability to a character. I mean, there has not been one vulnerability rehearsal that I haven't cried.
Yeah.
I mean, we like go deep into the psychological stuff, and it's really very interesting and a little intense at times, but in the end, it's very rewarding. 'Cause
There
it
was
works.
a professor that I studied with at Feldenkrais, and he was really talking about exhausting the body to release the emotions. And so we would go to rehearsal for maybe 8 hours, but we weren't allowed to speak to each other, and we would just dance in a space for 8 hours. It was an absolute workout. It was awesome. It was so much fun. But as soon as we were done, we were so exhausted. And then when we delivered that performance, it was just a different level of connectivity.
It's otherworldly at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you attach yourself in some way to each character and to the process itself that like, I mean, I miss a lot of shows because of those vulnerability rehearsals, because like I was my rawest self then.
Yeah.
And I felt so vulnerable in front of an audience that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
So it was very interesting.
So have you ever had a role you've played where you've like, oh my God, this person, and you like sometimes forget that you are you?
Yeah.
Because you get so into
Yeah,
it.
like method acting or anything like that.
100%.
Yeah?
I mean,
What are your
yeah.
thoughts on that?
Method?
Yeah.
I don't love method.
Wait, break that
personally.
down for some of our viewers that might not know.
Yeah, so method, you sort of get into a headspace where you are the character and
24/7.
You are practicing what that character practices. You are thinking the way that character thinks, and that I think that's unhealthy personally. At least for me, some
Right.
people it might work. Like I know a ton of movie actors
Christian
do it.
Bale, I know, like, yeah, he's a method
I
actor.
mean,
Yeah.
Like I do not understand that for me personally, but I sort of twist it and make it more like I try to relate to the character on some level, and hope that comes across. And then, yeah, there have been times when I'm like, this doesn't feel like I'm stepping off stage and dropping this character. I mean, it feels like, okay. Like, I remember I played Marie Antoinette in The Revolutionists.
That's
and,
right.
Yes.
And I loved that character. She spoke in the third person
Yeah.
about herself a lot.
Yes.
And she'd be
Ego.
like, oh, Marie, but I started talking in the third person like a few weeks after, and I was like, uh-oh, like, that's not good.
Need to lock
Like,
that one away.
Yeah, I was like, so Kate would, and I was like, that's not right. But, I mean, you have to remind yourself just to stay healthy and, like, not get too attached.
So now you're heading to Chicago for college. Tell us like what you're most excited about. What are you most nervous about? And I'll tell you, you have one hell of a support team, girl.
Absolutely.
I do. I'm very, very thankful to all of my St. Augustine people, my family, and my teachers and all of that. But yes, I'm going to Chicago to get my BFA in musical theater at Roosevelt University.
Awesome.
Yes, I can't wait.
Congratulations.
And I think I'm excited. Roosevelt has this really cool idea of teaching through the lens of social justice.
Okay.
So all of the shows that we do involve some type of social injustice. So I'm just excited to explore that side of the arts more. Like Roosevelt University is not afraid to push those limits and really like get a message out there.
I love that. Good.
So
and that's
I'm
what
just-
theater's about.
Exactly.
It's about exposing and showing what our society is really going through so people can either sympathize or
100%.
empathize. Yeah,
Yep,
I love
and
that.
I mean, and it's all political.
That's beautiful.
I mean, truly, it's all political. So I think that I'm just really excited to explore that side.
I am too, because that's interesting. It's very different for you. Because I do know you as more of a comedic actress, more of a lighthearted, fun,
Yeah.
musical theater, la la la.
Yeah.
And this is a little bit more straightforward. I mean, still touching the elements of your talent.
Yeah.
But this is going to be stretching your talent to another facet. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
I can't wait.
How are you thinking of the brand of Kate Warrell? I'm going third person.
Yeah.
And like, so do you get siloed in to only do it? Is this another way to stretch that? Like, what roles do you look for when you audition?
Yeah, when I audition, I mean, that kooky, quirky character is usually the one that I go for. But I've learned through like Whitney and World Builders and even Marie Antoinette, I mean, they have those quirky elements, but they also can get very deep
Yeah.
and like harsh about themselves. Like they're very hard on themselves. So I think that that's another character quality that I enjoy playing is like that intrusive thought process that I like to bring to an audience. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. What about equity? Are you thinking about being professional and eventually getting into Actors Equity, or you're gonna?
I would love to.
Okay.
I would love to.
I know it's always a dream.
It's
It's
hard.
a long,
'cause
it's a big
like,
mountain to climb. I know. Yes.
yeah, but I would love to do it professionally and do regional and
I definitely see you there.
touring.
I see you there for sure. Yeah.
I mean, and people ask me like, "Oh, do you want to be on Broadway?" I'm like, that isn't always
No.
the end goal, you know? Like,
Touring is incredible.
touring sounds awesome.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
to go around.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know who you remind me of? Like baby Anne Hathaway.
Oh my God.
Like you do. Like you. That's who you look like to me.
Thank
You don't act like her though, because you can be a little bit of a snotty pants. It's okay.
That's all right.
So, I mean, it's really cool to see your journey in St. Augustine and being in this extraordinary town. We live in this ancient city. Has the backdrop of St. Augustine inspired you in any ways on any of your characters?
That's actually a very interesting question. That's like,
You know, because there's so much history here, and I feel like a lot of times when we're born and raised here, we forget because we just take it for granted.
100%.
But it's just iconic to live here with
Yeah.
some of these incredible stories. We had an author on who, you know who I'm talking about. She came on and she
Lisa.
dressed in a period costume, like
Oh,
period
Anne.
piece costume. Yeah, Anne Colby, and she wrote like the Dark Side of St. Augustine, which it's so cool.
Oh, you got to read it.
Oh, it's a short
I
read and it's a
should.
fabulous book. And it talks all about how like prostitution and drugs and alcohol was how our town
Yeah.
really thrived back in the day during the
Hey.
Prohibition. So I think that's such a cool, inspiring
Yeah.
thing. And it was all this woman named Blanche Altavilla that kind of made this happen for everybody. And Henry Flagler was like, he was goody two shoes, you know, because he was the
Right.
public image. But behind the scenes, he was like paying Blanche to make sure everybody was quote unquote happy.
on,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think those things are fabulous, and I think that for you playing all these incredible roles, it's got to be so inspiring to see that, and it's going to be cool to see you in a new environment too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And see what that translates to. I think.
Yeah. I think, St. Augustine has influenced me. I mean, because I do forget that we are a historical town, but even though we are a small town, our community is so amazing and massive and like supportive. I mean, I draw inspiration, from people I encounter, like, in the streets of downtown St. Augustine.
Sure.
I mean,
Girl, be
just-
careful which ones.
I know.
Be careful which
Oh,
ones you
yeah.
get inspiration from down there,
Right,
boo.
but even, like, again, in World Builders, that, like, schizoid personality disorder,
Right.
Even
How
watching...
did you tap into this?
And that was the hard part. It was not relatable at all to me.
Yeah.
But, watching people and witnessing other personalities different from mine, like you sort of realize and relate to other people more than you actually think. And yeah, St. Augustine even had a big influence on that. And I don't even comprehend
Yeah.
that, truly.
I mean, as you reflect, you probably notice more too. That you're like, you know what? That was something that was a great inspiration to me.
Yes.
So when you're on stage, do you feel like you're at home?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm a mess one-on-one, but if I'm on stage, I'm so comfortable.
Exactly. People ask me all the time, like, how do you just get up there and
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah.
I'm like, there's just something, I tap into something and it feels right at the end of the day, and I go home proud of myself.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what a lot of people try to achieve in some type of career, is just like, I want to be proud of myself at the end of the day, and I get to say that. And
Yeah.
How do
I'm
you-
so grateful.
I'm just going back to the productions I've seen you in, and like, how do you remember all those lines?
Great
Like, how do
question.
you do that? Because I have a terrible memory. I'd be like, yeah, what's my line? Like, how do you do it?
I used to rehearse with my brother in my
Like,
room.
do you write it on your arm?
Like, I wish I could. Like, I wish I could just be like, okay, here we go. But I would rehearse with my brother in my room, like, in the earlier years of high school. And then later on, I got very comfortable with it to where I didn't have to recite. It was more just like, when I would rehearse, that muscle memory, you don't even realize the muscle memory that you have in your throat is very important. And I can just feel those words coming out of my mouth sometimes, and I'm like, I need to remember to fix my face because they're just coming out right now.
Right.
But it truly does work, and I think circling punctuation was a big help for me. Realizing, okay, what is my vocal inflection on this, and that helped a lot.
It also gives
But-
you a visual too. Like you remember where you circled that. I mean, just
Yes.
however, cognition is very interesting and how people can remember. Dame Judi Dench, when she gets a giant role, she fills a bathtub of hot water, and she doesn't get out of that bathtub until she memorizes a section of her script, and she does that every single day until it's perfect. Yeah, I know.
love that.
do you have any quirky like good luck things, or you have to wear a certain pair of socks or
Yeah,
anything?
sometimes I do. So like there have been multiple times where I'll like wear a hair tie on one's like wrist the entire day. I'll be like, okay, that run at the end of the night was really good. I need to wear this hair tie
Yeah.
again for
Yeah,
the whole
I'm the
day
same
and
way.
take it off. I mean, and that's like a big thing. I know that I don't like when people say good luck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like break a leg. I cannot. I mean, people will be like, "Good luck," and I'm like, "You're a theater person. You
should
shouldn't
not
be saying that to me."
It's bad luck to say
Like,
that to a theater person. You have to say
what?
break a leg.
You know what I'm
Break
going to
a
tell you
leg.
from now on? Instead of break a leg, I'm going to say, it's between you and Jesus, girl.
That's
That's what I
I'm
tell the
liking
kids
that
at the
one,
gym.
too. I'm liking that
I
one.
say that to the kids at the gym. I'm like, listen, it's between you and Jesus what you choose to do with this routine.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, okay, Chicago. Here we go. Big city. What made you choose Chicago? Do you have family? Do you have friends there? Are you going all by yourself?
Yeah, so I do. I actually do have a friend there. Her name is Zenny Barrett. So
Awesome.
I did Revolutionists with her.
I remember her. She's
She is
amazing.
awesome. So she goes to DePaul University.
Fabulous.
And she studies straight BFA acting.
Awesome.
So I
Wait, what
knew
is
that-
BFA? What do the letters mean?
Yeah, so that's Bachelor in Fine Arts.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah, but she studies straight acting. So I was like, okay, I know that I want to have some type of friend there. I mean, I am so far away from home, and like I rely on my family a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, my mother, like
God bless.
we are like this.
She's
So
the
I
saint of
was
St.
like-
Augustine, yes.
Exactly.
Love her.
So that was a huge factor for me. And again, that social justice, like learning environment, I thought was very interesting and not anything like the other universities that I got into. So I was like, I think this is a great opportunity, and to be in a big city that isn't New York
Right.
is awesome. I mean, like the exposure without being in that big of a pond. I mean, New York
Sure.
honestly just frightens me a little bit.
It should, and
That's
it should.
okay.
Yeah, it
But-
should be a
Okay.
beast. And then when you tackle it, and one day you will be there. I mean, that's just the way the
Yeah.
profession
Yeah.
works. But that's going to be the apex of your career, and that's going to be amazing. But this is a great way for you to. I don't want to say stepping stone and kind of water it down, but this is an amazing way for you to get a different facet, a different look at
Yes.
your theater career, which is awesome.
100%.
And you know, I don't know if you guys know out there, but Miss Kate here is quite the singer.
Yes.
Can you sing a little bit for us, please? Do it for my mom. It doesn't matter what it is.
Okay.
It could be quick. You could rap if you want.
Okay, I'll do. This was my audition song for all of the colleges that I went to. So it's called "Journey to the Past" from Anastasia. Okay, I'm just gonna drop into it.
Do
We're just
it.
gonna go. Okay, one step at a time, one hope, then another. Who knows where this road may go? And that's a little sneak
love
peek,
it.
but
So amazing.
fun.
I love everything about this. What are you looking forward
You're
to
so talented.
the most in Chicago? Is it? I mean, it's a big foodie town too. So is there
It's a
anything
big
like
foodie town.
culturally fun that you're excited about?
I'm loving the scene there. I mean, the diversity that they have. I mean, and
Shout out
St.
Boys Town.
Augustine- and like St. Augustine is, I mean, pretty diverse. But I think,
yeah.
but I
Ish.
think I'm ready for a big
You're ready.
city.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
Like, I'm pretty ready for that.
It's gonna be awesome.
That scene, yeah, I'm excited about.
And you were
that.
telling us before we started recording, you're going to be like right across the lake from Lollapalooza. Like you'd be able to see a lot
Yes,
of amazing things.
I cannot wait. I mean, Millennial Park is right there. The Bean is right there.
Yeah.
Like it's a 5-minute walk. I was like, okay, I'm ready for this.
Fantastic.
Like, yeah, I can't wait.
Are you going to be driving? Or are you going to do public trans? What's your thoughts on that?
Yep, public transportation.
That's the way to do it, though.
It is. I know. I love my car though.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to like get around. We have like a free pass, so like our university gives us like an unlimited
Oh, wow.
That's amazing,
like
actually.
venture pass. I was like, okay, I'll be using that quite a bit.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
like the buses and the trains, I'm like, I'll be set.
So how does the university, like, do you have, obviously your gen eds that you have to get through and things like that? I mean, then you have your focus, which is on theater. What's your curriculum going to look like your first semester?
Yeah, my first semester so we don't have private vocal lessons my first semester, so whatever. But we have like a vocal ensemble, so that day before classes start, we have a placement audition. So I have to go in and audition to be placed within an ensemble, and so we do that. I know I have ballet, tap, like some dance classes, and then some acting classes. I don't know what the acting classes actually entail yet, but
You will be ready.
But I'll be ready. Oh, you know I'll be
Aw.
Kate, you're amazing. When do you take off? When do you leave for school?
August 25th.
Amazing.
So coming up.
So
I know.
excited
You
for
better
you.
pack. You better
You-
get winter clothes. It snows.
Better stay in contact with us.
Yes.
I
And
will.
anytime you're back in town, we got to have you back on because
Yes.
this is so magical. I'm so proud
Thank
of
you
you.
guys so much.
You're
I've
amazing.
seen you just go to the heavens and beyond with this beautiful career that you're building for yourself. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
let's
you.
knock it out of the park in Chicago.
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm so proud
Thank
of
you
you.
so much.
Guys, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance.
Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative, they set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's Flashes and Brilliance, because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
oh my God, how
Who
great
has
was
the
that?
best pens in the entire world?
Oh, you guys.
Listen.
I say it all the time. It's the only one I use. Flashes and Brilliance pens.
It only took a little pen. Stephanie, you didn't have to give her jewelry. You didn't have to do anything. It's just the pen,
And
right?
Stephanie gave me 2 more, but I'm gonna hide them so nobody else can use them.
And it was funny because nobody knew how to like get the pen out, you know, because it's.
It's not hard.
But I'm just saying, Flashes and Brilliance, home of the great pens.
Oh my God. Well, a lot of no.
Steph, see if John's okay with that tagline, home of the great pens.
Listen, this is important because a lot of businesses give you pens,
Right?
and some of them are crap. Like
Kaka.
the company Jim used to work for, it's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Their pens were shit.
Shiitake
But
mushroom.
our Epic pens are non-profit pens. He's like, these pens are awesome.
Yeah, see?
So Stephanie and John, keep doing what you're doing with the pens.
The pen makers out there.
Yes.
All right, we got some events we got to talk about here. Of course, here comes
Yes.
Sydney's big moment. The 6th annual Epic Recovery Fair, Rally for Recovery. Sonny's, the next one is close to the heart. It carries a message every single one of us needs to hear. Recovery is for everyone, every person, every family, every community, and there's a beautiful day coming up to celebrate exactly that. Mark your calendars for the 6th annual Epic Recovery Fair, Rally for Recovery. This is happening Saturday, September 19th. I can't believe we're shouting out events for
I know,
September.
right? Isn't that
They're
crazy?
coming at us on all angles, like when events are right now. So we got to get this up on these dates. So 10 a.m. to 2 at the Classic Car Museum. Shout out to Sydney down there. We're going to tag him in there. But Sonny's, guess what? It's completely
Free 99.
yeah. Give us a big shout out on what's going on here.
So this is another one of my favorite events Epic does because it brings awareness to so many things and it celebrates the recovery because recovery can be from anything. It can be
Right.
from mental health disorders, it could be from substance abuse. But there's also a lot of community resources there. So when you're walking around, you're learning more. They do live entertainment. There'll be great speakers, very inspiring, and you learn a little bit. Plus, you'll get to meet who actually is behind Epic, so you can meet them as people.
A lot of people they're always amazed when they go to these kinds of events because they can see the resources that we have in this
Yeah, we
community.
have a- we have
Because it's
quite
not
a
just
bit.
Epic that there's, it's a bunch. That's how we met Anna. I mean, from Livingstone
She'll be
Outreach.
there.
Like, yeah, that was amazing. Like, that's how we connected with her. So save the date on that. What was it again? September. I got it.
September 19th.
September
from
19th.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Excellent.
Also, if you want to be if you want to donate,
you wanna be my lover.
no, if you want to donate, reach out to Sydney at Epic or
Or be a
go on the
part of
website.
it, right?
Mhm. Yeah, do
All
it.
right. St. Augustine Beach Night Art Market. This is happening. Art. Oh, it's happening this Saturday, August 1st. Can't believe it's August 1st. Can you imagine August 1st?
Oh my God, go ahead. I'll tell you what else is happening on Saturday.
August 1st, 3 to 8, Lakeside Park. Bunch of really cool things. Beach Night Art Market. Yeehaw! What are you telling me?
Well, also on August 1st is the Vibes pickleball tournament.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Benefiting
right.
Webster
That's
School.
right. It's helping the Webster School, a Title I school. We gotta rally for that. Shout out to the Vibe Nutrition, always doing some really cool pop-up events for this community. All right, let's get into some local stories here.
All right.
I'm gonna skip local 1. I don't feel like it. Local 2, because I can.
Yeah, I'm okay with not doing local 1.
This is a really cute one. Okay. I hear you need a kidney. What? I don't need no kidney.
Really?
A stranger's priceless gift. Sonny's, grab a tissue and pull up a chair. Maria, here we go. Because today's story is about an act of kindness that stops you in your tracks. The kind that comes from a total stranger and changes a life forever. It happened over in Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to Jesse Snow. And it started with 9 words held up on a phone screen. Here's the story. There's a man named Bob Vergiles who, for years and years, has been the beloved voice of the Toledo Walleyed hockey team. If you're a fan, his voice that you've been hearing are calling out the games and sharing the wins and keeping you company throughout multiple seasons. His family he is family to that community. But behind the scenes, Sonnies, Bob was facing something scary and private. He needed a kidney transplant. Now here's where it gets beautiful. One night at the arena, a woman Bob had never met in his life walked right up to him. She didn't say a word out loud. She just held up her phone with the message on the screen that read, I hear you need a kidney. A complete stranger, Sonnies, a fan, someone who he has never even met, but she knew his voice on the broadcast, and she was offering him one of her own organs to save his life. Really, truly an angel, Mel. That's who does that. And somebody, through the miracle of modern medicine and a lot of selfless love, the fan set in motion a life-saving kidney donation for the man whose voice she listened to all those years. She looked at someone in need, someone that she didn't even know personally, and decided his life was worth a piece of her own.
A woman he had never approached, and he didn't even know her,
True.
held up her phone.
Unbelievable.
The fan's offer set in motion a paired kidney donation, a remarkable act of generosity from a stranger who only knew this man by his voice.
Unbelievable story, right?
Living kidney donation is one of the most extraordinary gifts one person can give another. A healthy donor can live a full life with one kidney while saving someone else's. This brings me to Carrie Burke.
Yep.
One of my very close longtime friends. Her daughters cheered at the gym, and now they are coaching at the gym.
Yes.
She is still on the donor list for a kidney. So if you know anybody, if you want to get in touch with her, you can message her. You can go to Mayo. They have the description sheet.
The description of what is needed.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a lot of the time that people have
And you might not be a
reservations.
match.
You know, I'm a big boozer. I can, donate my organs. People can have like insecurity about that, but don't. You can, if you really have the heart
You
to
can
do
go
that.
check.
You can do the research really quick. It's super easy, and they can walk you through it. We had that beautiful interview with Jessica Scheinlin.
That was amazing.
Back in March for saving a life. Incredible story. So yes, if you have the opportunity, save a life out there. Incredible. Guys, we're going to take a
True
quick
story.
break with Old Town Trolley and St. Augustine Attractions Association.
Sit back and relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com. St. Augustine isn't just a destination, it's an experience. From historic streets to the unforgettable adventures, the city is full of moments waiting to happen. But here's the move. Don't just guess your way through it. Go where the Sonnies find the most trusted attractions. The St. Augustine Attractions Association. Dozens of the best experiences all in one place. From history to hidden gems and everything in between. Plan smarter, explore deeper, experience more.
go to StAugustineflattractions.com, because here you don't just visit St. Augustine, you live it.
Hey guys, we have a really inspiring story coming to you live from Maria.
Yay, Mom.
We're gonna patch right into Maria's house. No, I'm just kidding. She's like, what? No,
Oh
no.
my God, are you kidding me? I'm gonna get a text message. Damn you, David.
We are not patching into Maria's. We
No.
can't do it. We saw your text that you do not want any of your private information. Facebook is not allowed. I love you, Maria. All right, but anyway, she sent over this really cool story. Okay, this is called The Boy Who Started Oxford at 6. Sonnies, this is one. If you ever doubted just how much wonder and potential is packed inside a little human being, today's story is going to leave you absolutely amazed. It's the story of a young man named Joshua Beckford and what he accomplished before most of us had even learned how to tie our shoes. Here's how it started, and I love this. Joshua's dad, Knox, was just sitting at his laptop one day when his 10-month-old son on his lap was doing what parents do, pointing at things and naming them. He pointed at the keyboard. This one's an A. This one's a B. And then he asked his little boy to point to a letter, and Joshua pointed to the right one at 10 months old. His dad realized in that moment that his little one was remembering and understanding, so they moved on to colors. Then more, and then the whole world just opened up. And Sonnies, buckle up, because Joshua took off like a rocket. He was reading fluently by the age of 2, using phonics by 3. He taught himself how to speak Japanese.
God, stop.
And a language nobody else in the house even spoke. He learned to type on a computer before his little hands could physically write. And he got so fascinated with the human body that he worked his way all the way through anatomy books until he could name every internal organ and explain how all the systems connected. At an age when most kids are just learning their ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, Joshua was explaining how the human body works.
He taught himself Japanese at 3 years old.
Japanese!
I can barely remember my Wi-Fi password.
We know, every day.
Joshua Beckford, a young man from the UK, was identifying letters at
I
10
feel
months
dopey
old.
after that.
Yeah, right?
I feel like I can barely
I can barely read the
I
script
can barely
half the
read
time.
it. This kid's like changing the world and like with his
Meanwhile,
fingertips.
this kid is like, I'm 6 years old and I'm smarter than all of you.
Oh, I love it. God
can't.
bless
This is amazing.
him.
At 6 years old, he was accepted into Oxford University distance learning program for gifted children.
Yes.
Despite the minimum age being 8, he passed with distinction, becoming the youngest person ever accepted. He went on to give a TED Talk X in Vienna and became the face of a national Autistic Society's campaign supporting Black and minority families.
And that's why I want to interrupt you really quick, because Joshua was diagnosed with autism. He walked on his tiptoes and he didn't like loud noises. He liked to eat from the same plate with the same cutlery every time. And his family didn't see that as something holding him back.
Nope.
They understood him, they supported him, and they helped his beautiful, brilliant mind flourish exactly as it is. And then came the moment when it made headlines around the world when Joshua was 6. His father discovered that a prestigious Oxford University ran a distance learning program in philosophy and history for gifted children. The catch? The minimum age was 8, but his dad wrote to them and asked, would you take a 6-year-old? And Sonnies, they said yes. Joshua took those courses 2 full years under the minimum age and passed both with distinction, becoming the youngest person ever accepted into the program. This is a freaking amazing story.
That dad said, guess what? I'm going to write you a letter anyway.
I mean, look, the odds, when parents hear a kid diagnosed with autism, right? They're like, done, oh my God, it's the end of the world. It's not. They're brilliant
but
people.
You know what I think is even more sad? Because I work with a lot of kids, right?
You do, skyscrapers.
You interact with a child and you're like, there's something not right. And the parents refuse to realize that there's something not right, and they don't take their child to get tested or get the help. So when I hear stories like this about this father, he was like, no way, I'm writing a letter. It's like, yes, he saw what most people might think is a downfall, saw it as a superhero cape and said, I'm going to push this along.
And that's what I want to do, is I want to turn the corner of the words not right, because it is right. I mean, autism is just an enhancement, I think. It's almost like a superpower in some cases. It's incredible, and I love this story very, very much. I love seeing autistic people thrive out there because, they are incredible, and they do have superpowers and super gifts that we need to harness and love them.
Can you imagine at dinner parties, the parents are like, Well, guess what? My kid's at Oxford at 6.
I
What's your
mean-
kid do? He rocks? Okay.
Hello, Jeopardy. Hello, right? Oh my God, amazing.
I can't.
All right, let's get into DJ Snack Pack playlist.
Stand back.
In the middle of my room, I do not hear from you. It's all right to be standing in a line, to be standing in a line. I would cry.
So Stevie Nicks got the whole idea for this song on her honeymoon of all places.
Oh my gosh.
She heard a certain Prince song on the
Hey!
radio, started singing a melody over top of it in the car, and by the time she got to the studio, she had a hit. And get this, she called up Prince himself, told him what happened, and he quietly came to the studio and played the synthesizer on it, uncredited.
Can I tell you something really cool too? And Ashim, correct me in comments right now if I'm saying this wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm right. But you know the song "Nothing Compares to You" that Prince
Sinead
wrote?
O'Connor?
Yeah, it was going to be Stevie Nicks.
Yes.
I did not know that until like a couple days ago, and
Yeah.
Sinead actually got it. That's kind of interesting. Little
Very interesting.
Yeah, okay.
Ready?
I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, I'm giving it my all.
I can't go high.
You don't have to.
You gotta go high.
That's fine.
Get ready, Sonnies. This is the one modern masterpiece that I've ruined. Swedish pop genius Robin gave us the ultimate crying on the dance floor anthem.
I keep dancing
On
on
my
my own.
I love this song.
Love this song.
But even when I try to sing it when I'm by myself, I ruin it.
No, because you're trying to go high. If you take the low, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You just take it low. It sounds great. All right.
You know what?
Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. Here I am.
I'm sure the Scorpions are loving us going.
I know, it does sound like you're taking a
It's
crap.
one of oh my God, it's one of the most explosive rock anthems, kind of like Lettuce right now,
Yeah.
ever. The Scorpions, a legendary rock band all the way from Germany, unleashed this monster in mid-'80s, and it instantly became a stadium-shaking, fist-pumping classic.
It is. It's a great spin bike song, too.
175 times.
All right, guys, I got a Sunshine Shenanigans story for you today. This
Do
one's
it.
called the Costume Caper. All right, gather round.
Ew.
Because today's Sunshine Shenanigans is a tale of a bold plan, a dinosaur costume, and a man who forgot the crucial detail that a full-body dinosaur suit tends to slow you down. Way down. Okay, this one's for you guys. Here we
Yes,
go.
do
So,
it.
play it as you're not gonna believe this. A tall tale from the vault. Our story begins at a little corner gas station where a gentleman we call Randy decided that today was the day he was going to make off with an armful of free snacks and energy drinks. But Randy, Sonnies, was a thinker. Randy had watched enough crime shows to know that the number one way you can get caught is the security cameras. They see your face and stuff. So Randy came up with a plan so brilliant and foolproof that no camera in the world could ever identify him. He wore a full inflatable T-Rex costume. You can put the picture up if you'd like.
Let's see the beauty.
Here's Randy.
Stop it. I like this guy.
All right, the giant blow-up dinosaur suit, the one with the tiny, useless little
That
arms and the
little
big
fan
floppy
in it.
tail. Randy figured correctly that the camera would never see his face, but what Randy did not figure was everything else. Because here's the thing about a 7-foot inflatable dinosaur, Sonnies, you can't move fast, and
No.
you really can't see very well. And those little T-Rex arms, they're purely decorative.
Yeah, no.
So Randy comes waddling into the gas station, womp, 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 and tries to grab the snacks off the
Womp, womp,
shelf,
womp,
but
womp.
his little inflatable arms can't reach. They're flapping a full 2 feet away from
Let's
the
see
beef
him
jerky.
again.
He's swiping at the air like a confused toddler. He knocks the entire display of sunglasses with his tail, and the clerk, Sonnies, just watches. Doesn't even move because
I would be laughing hysterical.
what is she gonna do? And honestly, why would she even interrupt this comedic?
Just take a video,
Right?
post it.
So here's where it comes to fall apart. Randy finally scoops up what snack smacks he can through the actual, against his belly and makes a break for the door. But Sonny's the inflatable
You can't
suit.
fit through the door.
It was too wide. Yep, it was too wide. He gets stuck in the doorway, wedged. A giant, flailing, honking dinosaur stuck in a gas station doorway. His little legs running in place, absolutely nowhere to go. Womp, 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 womp.
Womp, 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 womp.
And by the time he pops himself free, he does his top speed dinosaur waddle across the parking lot, and the deputy has already pulled up, gotten out, poured himself a coffee, and is just leaning on his car waiting.
Like, okay, just get in.
He outran nobody, honey. A man on foot could have even caught him. Even a man in crutches could even catch him. A glacier could have even caught up to him. And so let this be your lesson, Sunnyverse. Number one, of course, crime does not pay. Number two, this is the important one. If you master criminal disguise renders unable to walk, see, or bend your arms, it might not be a good costume for stepping it up, right?
Guys, that's pure gold. We had a kid one time at the gym. If Jess is in comments, she'll remember this. She wore that. We did dress up day for Halloween. She wore this
Oh, yeah?
costume, and she was doing like toe touches. We put her in a state. It was
that's
the
so
funniest
funny.
thing I've
I
ever
love
seen.
it.
My last nerve today in the burn book.
What is ticking you off today? Let me get the burn book
This
out.
is number 41.
Okay.
Freaking paper straws.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a fan. I'd rather just drink
understand.
from the cup.
Yeah, I understand they're better for the environment, but like, I won't go to places that they have a paper straw because it disintegrates in your drink, and then you got like mashugana in
Yeah.
your mouth while you're trying to drink.
It's terrible.
And then I'll say, "Do you have
Who
a?"
came up with that?
I'll say, "Do you have a real straw?" And they're like, "These are real straws." No, the hell they're not.
What in the hippy dippy sippy are they doing
You
up
know
there?
what? Save the turtles. Just don't put straws out.
Now there is a plant-based one that I
Oh,
do.
no, give me
I
a
don't
break.
mind that one. That one actually does work, but like, yeah, you might as well just sip
The
it from the
paper
cup.
ones get all.
I mean, that's why we like our spice and tea ones, or your Stanley one, because you use that every day.
Yeah, it just reusable.
But I am not a fan of the paper straws.
Whoever thought of this, like, straight to hell
That
with you.
was not a good one. You do not get
You're
a raise.
dumb. You
Yep.
are dumb.
You're in the burn book. It's over.
Yep, you're in. You're done now.
Yep.
Everybody in the Sunnyverse hates you, so there's that.
I don't know if we use the word hate on the Sunnyverse, but
Yeah.
we just.
Oh, Ashim said that's why I carry my own reusable metal straw.
See? There she is.
Ashim doesn't even like paper
There
straws.
it is. If that's the truth, if she don't like it, wow.
She likes bamboo straws. All right, well, those don't disintegrate, Ashim.
Yeah, bamboo.
Bamboo,
I love
you.
it. All right, Sonnies, before we go, today I want you to look up at the sky. And because right about now, something very quietly miraculous is happening over St. Augustine. We sit right along what we call the Atlantic Flyway, one of the great migration highways in the sky. And every year, millions upon millions of birds pass right over our heads on journeys so long, they're almost impossible to imagine. Some flying thousands of miles all the way from the top of the world down to the bottom. And here's the part that gives me chills. A whole lot of these little birds have never made the trip before. Nobody handed them a map. There's no GPS or Waze or any kind of app that they could use. And yet somehow, deep down in their tiny little hearts, they know the way. They navigate by the stars at night, just like the turtles they find in the moonlight, by the sun during the day, and by a mysterious inner compass that feels the very pull of the earth itself. They just trust it. They spread those little wings, they point themselves toward home, and they go over oceans, over storms, over cities, all the way to a place that they've never seen, but somehow know it's still waiting for them. And it got to make me think about a lot of us forget what we have the same compass inside, Sonnies. We spend so much of our lives asking everybody else which way to go, waiting for a sign, waiting for permission, waiting for someone to hand us the map. But you were built with a compass, Sunnyverse. That's the quiet little knowing in your gut. That still small voice that says, this way, you can do it. You don't have to see the whole journey. You don't have to know every single mile. You just have to trust the pull. Spread your wings and take the next stretch of sky. But here's the other half of it, and it's just as beautiful. Those birds don't stop to make the impossible journey in one go. They can't. They have to stop to rest, to eat, to catch their breath. And where do they stop, Sonnies? Right here, in our marshes, on our shorelines, in our trees. Little St. Augustine becomes a safe harbor for the weary travelers passing through, a place to land and be restored before they go fly on. So today, I'll leave you with both trust your compass, you know more than what you think you do, and home is pulling you toward it even now. And be a resting place for the tired traveler, the weary friend, the soul just trying to make it a little further down the road. Give them a safe place to land. Trust your wings, Sunnies, and when you can, be somebody's shoreline.
Love it.
Love it. Guys, we will see you back at 3 o'clock on this Swatch Watch on the show that's on in the afternoon, also known as Afternoon Delight. That's right. All right, guys, hit that share button. We love you guys. Big
Bye,
shout out to
guys.
Kate Warrell.
Yes.
Go break a leg, baby.
No, you don't say that.
No, yes,
Between
you
you
do.
and Jesus, girl.
Yes, you do.
Bye.
Bye.